So many people hate the Genshin Impact community, oftentimes for reasons that may seem undeserved because most of this community is pretty normal. But when we talk about the vocal minority, their action can go from hating a voice actor to trying to bomb a festival in real life. Yes, you heard me right. I want you to acknowledge that the vast majority of the Genshin Impact community consists of normal individuals who simply love the game. However, it's important to recognize that even within such a large community, a minority can have a significant impact. Given the immense size of Genshin Impact players, no pun intended, even a small percentage constitutes a substantial number of individuals. So firstly, let's talk about the group of haters whose animosity towards Genshin Impact community is entirely unjustified. These individuals possess a limited understanding of the game and hastily dismiss it as merely an anime game. Their hate extends beyond Genshin Impact to encompass any game associated with the anime design-like genre. This type of judgment is not only baseless but also demonstrates how stupid these people are. To condemn a game without experiencing its depth and intricacies is inherently flawed. Genshin Impact is a good game. Dismissing it or any other game in the genre solely based on its aesthetic or genre showcases a narrow-minded approach of gaming. Of course, you can make fun of Genshin players but not be serious about it. So yes, this is undeserved hate, but how about we discuss the deserved reasons? Here we have a lot. Oh boy. Let's start with the harassment and death threats directed at voice actors within the Genshin Impact community for trivial reasons. For example, let's consider the case of the Kokomi voice actor. This Chinese voice actor faced relentless attacks and numerous death threats during live streams, and the same treatment extended to other Kokomi voice actors in different languages. Now, what was the reason to make this horrible human being deserve death threats? The reason, believe it or not, was simply dissatisfaction with Kokomi's in-game abilities and kit. Yes, players targeted a human being who had no control over the character's design solely because they disliked the character's abilities. This behavior is utterly reprehensible and there is no justification for it. What's even more absurd is that Kokomi eventually proved to be one of the best characters in the game, especially after the addition of the Dendro element. So what did this relentless harassment achieve? It served only to make the voice actor's life more miserable. And if you think that this is the only example, let me shed light on another instance. The voice actor for Dory faced similar harassment after players heard leaked voice lines and subsequently disliked the character's abilities. This escalation led to the voice actor closing her direct messages and addressing the issue publicly, urging people to stop. Not only that, but there have also been instances of harassments directed at the Acheron voice actor in Hawkeye Star Rail. This happened like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. This harassment stemmed from the fact that Acheron, who shares similarities with Raiden Shogun from Genshin Impact, was not voiced by Raiden Shogun voice actor. That's literally the reason. Just because she's voiced by a different actor, it led to attacks on the Acheron voice actor and even the Raiden Shogun voice actor telling players to stop. Now, of course, you might argue that everyone faces criticism and should learn to deal with it. While that may be true to some extent, the level of hate and harassment at these voice actors is extreme and unacceptable. Now, if you think these people only attacked human beings over fictional characters, how about we talk about killing beings because of hating a character? Oh boy. This is the Scaramouche incident. Players were dissatisfied with how Scaramouche is portrayed as a villain, but he is now having some positive interactions with Nahida, for example, and some players took their hatred towards these characters to an unimaginable length, especially when the character was depicted as a cat in version 3.3. Scarammeow, okay, that's normal. What could have happened because they represented Scaramouche as a cat, right? Players who despised the character used this depiction as a justification to harm real-life cats. Yes, you heard that correctly. Shockingly, there have been reports of individuals resorting to violence against innocent animals because of their disdain for a fictional character. Because a teenager in a living district took the life of a cat simply because it resembled to Scarammeow. Another individual went as far as to share videos of themselves killing cats with a brick in a Telegram group. Now this is crazy, right? If you think that this behavior is insane, just wait until we delve into a bomb incident. But before we tackle that extreme case, let's discuss a less severe yet still concerning type of behavior. Firstly, there's a segment of the community that expresses their dissatisfaction with the game by resorting to review bombing to other things other than Genshin. They target corporations that collaborated with Hoyoverse in the past, or sometimes even those with no connection to MiHoYo whatsoever. They gave 1-star ratings to Google Classroom randomly, Clash of Clans, League of Legends, Wild Rift, what? And the same pattern happened with KFC this year, just because KFC had collaborated with Genshin. While this may seem like a way to voice discontent and drive investors away from the game, it's an incredibly toxic approach. Even if the community's problems with the game were addressed, this behavior leaves a lasting scar on Hoyoverse or any corporation. On the flip side, there's another faction that exhibits extreme devotion to the game. Whenever a competitor comes out, they are quick to denounce it, often resorting to harsh criticism. A recent example is the treatment of Withering Waves right now. Similarly, when rumors circulated about Tower of Fantasy, they advertised itself as Genshin Killer, which was also proved to be fake, and people are still eating it up. We talked about this in a previous video. Moreover, they infiltrate the community of rival games such as Withering Waves just to go harass players and show how bad their game is. Now furthermore, any constructive criticism directed towards Genshin Impact is met with hostility. So if you criticize Genshin Impact in good faith just to improve the game, you get attacked and harassed, and I'm talking about years of experience, even recently. Also, an example happened with Tecton. He said that he didn't like Yunjin's singing, a character that sings like an opera singing, so people called him racist. And to be honest, I'm sorry Tecton, but I think that Yunjin's singing sucks balls. The first time I heard it was on a Discord call with 2 of my friends, and we all had the same opinion. Are we all racist or what? How can this be racist? Even if you don't like this whole type of Chinese singing, it's completely normal. Even other countries do have this type of singing. This is like saying if you don't like rap, you are racist towards black people since most of them are black. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, another reason that made people hate the community is that a lot of Genshin content creators hate each other. People will not even consider entering the community with all of that. Now, it does look better lately after the end of the drama, but still, some people don't want too much drama. Now, we must address the most extreme manifestation of toxicity within the Genshin Impact community, the attempted bombing of a Genshin festival in South Korea. This shocking incident occurred during the Genshin Impact Summer Festival last year, when an individual tweeted out a threat claiming to have planted a timer bomb at the event. The tweet sparked panic among attendees, leading to evacuations and chaos. While the bomb threat turned out to be false and nothing exploded, the psychological impact on those present cannot be overstated. Imagine being at a festival and receiving such a terrifying message. The fear and panic it instills are unimaginable. This heinous act, alongside other extreme behaviors like harming animals, underscores the urgent need to address toxic elements within the community. While again, it's important to recognize that such actions are perpetrated by a vocal minority, even a small percentage of a community as large as Genshin Impact is like thousands of people, if not millions. And most of these people are Twitter community, so if you don't want any problems with them, just delete Twitter. Now, these were the main reasons of why people hate the Genshin community. Some other reasons are either undeserved, as I said before, or just not as important. So that was our video. Thank you for watching. Peace.
If you don't subscribe to stioorg, you're gonna miss out everything. And you're gonna lose every single 50-50 in your life. I'm gonna send every Chi-Chi that I know. Subscribe now.